consider our goals for the coming year by reviewing our New Year's resolutions at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. Another interesting meeting had a bucket list theme where attendees listed the things they'd want to do before they kicked the bucket. We have put out monthly newsletters through the month of May in order to promote registration for the AGA. There will be no newsletters in June or July, since the regional director has been scheduled for 2 surgeries. We're still trying to recruit area coordinators. The Northern California, Hawaii, and Las Vegas places are vacant. We have not heard from our Phoenix area coordinator for some time. Region 4 encompasses states with populations so scattered that we're unable to count on large get-togethers, but we don't give up, and we promote Intertel as often as possible. Respectfully.
Yeah.
I think Region 4 deserves an extra round of applause.
And Region 4 does contribute so much to our AGAs and other aspects of it.
Yes, thank you.
Could you not schedule these 2 surgeries at the same time so you could have one of those newsletters up?
We've already had one. We're having another one when we return home.
Here we have Region 5.
It'll be shorter.
Walter, this morning?
Me speaking. Region 5 has 144 members as of last month, a loss of 10 members since June of 2009. Several Dinner with Intertel meetings published in the Mensa and Georgia newsletter have had limited attendance, but will continue to have meetings when possible. The newsletters have been sporadic due to my duties as office manager, but I'm going to attempt to do at least 2 more before the end of the year. And I'm actively recruiting for a new regional director, but I can't continue after this year since I'm doing the office manager duties too. And that's it.
And Charles has had monthly Intertel-only meetings every month.
That's true. I did forget to include that. Charles Alexio is having monthly Intertel meetings in the Orlando area, and he's had pretty good attendance. I forgot to include that. Yeah.
I don't think Region 6 had a...
I speak French. I can do it.
All right. He's German. But well, I know there's some snide comment that would fit in there, but I'll give that a pass this time. Unfortunately, Region 7's director just resigned for unexpectedly ongoing health issues. So, unfortunately, Margo Mason.
Who's that from where?
Margo Mason, Colesboro, Washington. Started out enthusiastic, but I think she's had health issues that have seriously interfered with her intent to be an active regional director, and so she just has finally acknowledged that this is not going to work, and we need to find another regional director. I've continued to do the newsletter, because really that was all I ever wanted to do. And in spite of and we seem to have a serious problem at keeping regional directors. Brewster and I have been the only regional directors that I know of in Region 7. And when we weren't serving, we've had this vacant office for years and years. But Region 7 seems to continue on in spite. We're now the largest region of Intertel. I've grown we've had modest but fairly consistent growth year after year. As a newsletter editor, I keep asking for areas to send me their social calendars, and the only ones who tell me what's going on is the Portland, Vancouver, Washington area, which so that I can mention, but they 6 successful, regular bi-monthly, they're calling them bi-monthly gatherings, basically bi-monthly parties, held at various people's homes. We usually get 15 to 25 people show up, and we've been keeping going for several years. Although most of the credit for that goes to Joyce Clark, the area coordinator, who just took the position that if she was going to pay dues, there was going to be a social calendar, and she has made sure that there is one. She twists arms and does whatever is necessary to to fill the calendar with locations, and then she browbeats all of us to attend. and we have a good time, whether we want to or not. And it's worked really well. I just wish I could convince more area coordinators to take on the job and replicate our experience in more places. But it does appear to be, to me, that the real key is to have a active and motivated area coordinator to make it all happen. That's about all I can say about Region 7. Seems to me there was something else I was going to mention, but of course now I can't think of it. So we will move on to Region 8.
As we stand, Region 8 has a membership of 137, which is down like everybody else, except Cord and his people. We have a lot of different reasons for that. New Orleans has basically 5 people within 100 miles that are members, and it's almost impossible to get them to attend anything. We also have a very difficult time getting information out through the Mensa local chapter. The LOCSEC is not a friendly or Intertel friendly person. I've entered into discussions with him. I think we might have solved that to some degree. He refuses to allow any mention of Intertel at any of the meetings. He bars it completely. But I think we may have gotten past that. Because of the membership is so spread out, it's been almost impossible to contact everybody. But I have been able to bring one person back on board just in a telephone call the day before yesterday. Jackie Nakian was a member, and she is rejoining, and she's going to take over the newsletter. She'll be putting that out on a regular basis. Yeah, she's a copywriter, and she'll do a very good job of it. We're also formulating a plan to identify regional coordinators in each one of the major metropolitan areas. Whether or not we can bring them on board is an if, but we're going to certainly try. I wish to issue a severe thanks to Lulu, who, because of my illness situation and my need to be out of the country for extended periods, Lulu stepped in and did a great job of helping out with everything. And that is it.
When's your next hearing?
Tomorrow.